Hi everybody and welcome to Thomas Time. On this episode I was inspired by this artwork that you're looking at right now. The artist's name is Laurel Burch. She was born on the last day of 1945 and she passed away in 2007. So let's just get started. I want to make my face into a Laurel Burch cat. So I started by rounding off my facial features I just layered it up. A little bit of toilet paper, a little bit of latex, a little bit of toilet paper, and I used a makeup sponge to even out all the crevasses. Then I went ahead and covered my entire eyebrow because I wasn't going to need my actual eyebrow for this. I was going to draw on cat brows. Gave it a little bit of time to dry in between adding layers. Although it may not seem like that because I skipped forward a little bit. Then I went ahead and covered it with my regular foundation to blend that in as much as possible. I wasn't too worried that my eyebrow is still slightly visible because I'm going to keep adding layers of paint and makeup and color. The tissue didn't lay as flat on this other side, so I ended up peeling part of the latex back to a different area of my face and then covering that. And that worked out pretty well. I blended all the edges to make it look seamless and flow with the rest of my facial features. I had to give that a little bit of time to dry too, and remind myself that perfection is not the goal. I took my black cream foundation and painted on some nose lines. As always, when I do my makeup, the first one was pretty flawless. And then the second one was a hot mess. Oh crap. Skip over that, fix it, pretend like I didn't mess it all up. It's still a little uneven. But we're going to go ahead and bulldoze forward because it doesn't need to be perfect. Most of it's going to get blended in eventually anyway. Then I went ahead and added some latex to my upper lip to give myself some plump little cat cheeks. Kitties always have plump cheeks. I also used the tissue to make the tip of my nose less of a tip and more just a part of my face. I used that same technique, some liquid latex on a sponge, Give myself a good layer of that and then add bits of tissue over it until I had what I wanted. Basically, I was just trying to obscure my mouth and nose, and that I succeeded in doing. Next, I added the lines underneath my eyes. This is your traditional cat eye makeup. Not cat eye like Twiggy, cat eye like painting a cat on your face. The double line on the inner corner is eventually going to have some blue in it. Because I'm going to be a blue cat. I didn't show you, but I did dab on a little bit of black on my center top lip to give myself a round little meowing mouth. And then it was time for blue, because I want to be a blue cat. A blue cat. I sponged on blue makeup, at first in a straight line and then filling in the center. I sharpened the inner corners of my eyes to give that blue a finer point. Sorry, the mirror's right in the way. Yeah, I was in a blue mood on this day, so I was going to be a blue cat with a blue bandana and a blue world. Just remind yourself it doesn't have to be perfect. Most of it's going to get blended in anyway. Now it was time to draw on that upper lip, that sweet split upper lip. I had to use my mirror for this, because the camera can be deceiving. Meow. Ah, crap, it's uneven. Oh well, I went on to finish my nose, which took some of the focus off my uneven split cat lip. Gave myself some nostrils. Don't be afraid here. Nostrils. Then it was time for the lighter shade of blue that I was going to use to accentuate all around my face and give my face that round, kitty-like appearance. I used it on my bottom lip as well to camouflage the fact that my bottom lip is there. Yes, I can still breathe. No, my passageways are not obstructed completely. Partially, but not completely. Okay, so the jawline that I used here was actually just the dip in my chin. I was accentuating the dip in my chin because these kitties have really round faces, so I didn't need to use my prominent chin for this particular mask. And I'm excluding it by creating the illusion of a jawline. Meow. I added some whiskers, little dots, a smiley kitty face. Oh, made a pretty big dot there. Oh, there's another one. I'll use it for a whisker. Wild whiskers. Ta-da. I added my ears on my forehead. I decided to paint him on rather than doing the headband thing, because I wanted this to seem very two-dimensional, just like the artwork. But I did give it some definition with an extra line behind the ear, so it looks like I have perky cat ears. Meow! Now I'm going to put the shadow into the center of the ear and draw it down right to where I drew the definition of the other blue. So that when I go to blend this, I have a nice little cat ear. My forehead, paint that on, take your time. And there it is. The entire cat mask. I really like the way it turned out. It's very two-dimensional. I did quite a bit of blending, but I tried not to blend away all of the lines that I had made. What do you think? Does it look like one of her cats? Did your mother or grandmother like Laurel Burch cat art in the 1990s or whenever it is that you grew up? Let me know in the comments below. Meow! And I'll see you next time on Thomas Time. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not already.